What is up, you guys? It is Zach, and welcome back to my channel. Today is the second part of my PAX East game discussion video. Today I'm going to be talking about the really fun and overall good vibes kind of games that I played at PAX East, plus a couple that I actually watched someone else play. So, I'm going to be talking about a wide variety of games today. Yesterday, I uploaded a video talking about the horror games I got to play at PAX East. Check out that video if you haven't done so already. It's up on the channel for you to watch. There's about 4 or 5 games up on that video for you to look over and see. And today's video, I'm actually going to be talking about 5 more games, just that these games are all about fun. So if you guys enjoyed today's video, definitely make sure to like and subscribe down below and comment which of these games looks the most interesting to you as I go through them. And without any further ado, let's get started. I'm going to start with the one that I'm actually going to do a little more in-depth on Friday, so make sure to stay tuned for this video coming up on Friday. But Rugrats Adventures in GameLand. Now, this game I had a media appointment for, and basically this game is a 2D platformer where you play as the Rugrats and you're basically going through GameLand. The whole point is that the Rugrats are imagining that their whole entire life is a video game. The first level that I played being in the house, and the second level being in the sandbox, which they imagined as this Egyptian pyramid kind of thing. Like I said, I won't get into it too much because I want to save my full thoughts for my full video coming out Friday, but nevertheless, I really did enjoy this one. I had a really good time with it. It actually is pretty difficult. It's very old school in its design, given that it doesn't really give you too much direction, and some people may love that, some people may hate that, but I personally found it really enjoyable because it meant that I felt accomplished when I completed certain tasks. So, yeah, Rugrats Adventures in GameLand is a really, really cool one. I cannot wait to see that one come out. And, like I said, full video out on Friday about it. Now, these next 2 games that I want to talk about, I actually didn't get to play. I actually watched a friend of mine play them. Sam from Nintendo Fangirl and I, were hanging out with Trish from GameXplain and a bunch of other people, and I watched her play a couple of games. So, these 2 games that I watched her play honestly had really good vibes to them, and I figured they might be something that you all are interested in. So, let's start off with a game called Memories Reach. Now, Memories Reach is a game where basically it's a Metroidvania style game where you're exploring a level, but it's not, Metroidvania in the style of the fact that it's darker and scarier. At least from what I can tell from the gameplay that Sam played, it looked like it was just a more kind of lighthearted puzzle adventure where it's more so emphasizing the puzzle element and solving puzzles as opposed to, first-person shooter combat like Metroid Prime. It's a lot more about looking around the environments, seeing how you're supposed to navigate around these environments, and solving all of these puzzles. Now, honestly, watching Sam play, this is not a game for me. It's way too big brain for me. I'm not really that good at the environmental puzzle solving. I'm honestly just really, really bad at it. But if it is your cup of tea, I do feel like this would be one that you enjoy. And of course, with all these games, I'm going to leave Steam links in the description down below. So definitely go and check this game out if it tickles your fancy. Both Sam and Trish said that they really liked this game. They really thought it was an enjoyable experience. So if this is your kind of game, I do recommend it. Again, link down in the description down below to the Steam page. Alright, next up, I'm going to completely butcher this name, so fair warning, but Kamaeru, a Frog Refuge. This is another game that I watched Sam play, and basically, it's a farming sim where your whole objective is to raise and breed a bunch of frogs. I didn't see too much of this one, but it seems like a very cozy game for those of you who like the more laid-back, cozier games. And like I said, this is kind of a farming sim where, like I said, the whole point is to breed different frogs together to see what kind of combinations you could get. Trish told me, I think, that there's a whole grand total of over 50 different types of frogs that you could breed and get different mixes of. It seems like a really cute time for those of you who are into this kind of game. I really don't know what to say about this game more than that because it isn't really my cup of tea. It isn't something that's my personal interest. But I figured for those of you who do like this kind of game, it would be important to bring up because I did see Sam play this and she did seem to really like it. So I wanted to at least bring it up to you guys. Next up is one I actually did play. This one I got a media appointment for. Shout out to Amanda, amazing rep. And she walked me through this one. Now, I played Alien Hominid many years ago when I was a kid, and I hadn't played it in years. It's a 2D platformer where you're shooting up a bunch of humans as aliens, and it's a bunch of mad, crazy fun. And recently, they actually did make a HD remaster of the original Alien Hominid, which actually was on the PAX show floor, but I did not actually play the HD remaster. What I ended up playing was a new game that came out somewhat recently called Alien Hominid Invasion. This is a kind of multiplayer, sequel-y kind of game to the original Alien Hominid, and I do believe it does take elements from the original game, just bringing them to a more online multiplayer focused setting. The main objective is that you go into each level as your little alien and you want to collect intel for your mothership, and of course the human resistance is trying to stop you. You run around through each level and shoot the humans while also collecting the intel from them, in which certain points of the level you go to these points where you're sending that information back up to the mothership. This game was so much fun because it actually had a really good natural scaling up of difficulty as the level progressed. Because the longer you played the level in terms of time, the harder that the level got. So the longer you were in the level, the more the level would throw at you, and it really made for an interesting experience. And plus, after you completed the main objectives, again being collecting the intelligence, the game would allow you to stay in the level after you had already accomplished what you needed to do, to give you an opportunity to get bonus points and to do more missions, just to, level up and do a little bit more. But it was outside of my difficulty ability. As you can probably see by the gameplay footage, when I got to the more difficult parts of the levels, I really started to struggle. This game was really, really hard, and thankfully Amanda kind of walked me through it, giving me some advice on how to deal with certain enemies. It's just a really fun time that I do recommend if you guys like a little bit of a challenge. It was a really fun demo to play, and I wish I got to actually get Amanda, to talk and, do a little interview, but unfortunately it just didn't end up working out, but that's completely okay because, as you can see by the footage, it is a really fun time, and thankfully Amanda gave me a Steam code for this game, for myself, so if you guys wanted to see me play it and you want to see a little bit more, let me know and I can play it on a live stream in the future. So yeah, Alien Hominid Invasion is out now. Definitely check it out. Again, Steam link down in the description down below. And lastly, this game was crazy fun. So fun that I had to play it multiple times. I played it at first with Riders DX. And then I actually went back later with Triss and their friends because I knew Triss, being a Mario Party fan, would really enjoy this game. Now, this game is called Belly Bumpers. I'll be honest, the information on this game and what it's about and, where you can find it, the storefronts and all that is very scarce. There's really not that much out on this game so far, so I actually don't even think I have a Steam link to give you in terms of looking to wishlist it. So basically, I'll give you the main gist of what this game is about. Belly Bumpers is a party game where you and up to 7 other friends, so 8 players total, can compete in a series of mini games in hopes to be, the champion. The objective is to eat the most burgers because you want your belly to be big. But if you eat too many burgers, you'll explode.
No, worse! It'll go right to your thighs!
My thighs?
But then conversely, if you don't eat enough burgers and your character gets too skinny, they will also die. It's kind of like a mixture of Mario Party and Fall Guys, where you want to eliminate each other, kind of like Fall Guys, to be the last one standing, but it feels more like Mario Party because Fall Guys is more about being a battle royale and eliminating players as you go throughout the game, but here, all the players are playing in all the minigames. No one gets eliminated. It's just fighting your way to the top through these series of minigames. And there was multiple different mini games, there on offer. There was one where you're basically trying to tussle it out on a cheeseburger, a very, standard fighting, kind of setup. Then there was one where you were on another platform. I think it was like a donut or something, and there's a hot dog in the middle spinning around you. And usually you would think to just jump over the platform as it's spinning, but you can actually use your belly to hit it back at your opponents, and it's actually really cleverly done. I had a really good time with this one, and I actually did get a word with one of the developers a little bit about this game. This one's a lot shorter than the one I got yesterday, but nevertheless, here's the clip. Alright, I'm here with, what's your name? Tell me your name?
Josh.
Josh, and tell them a little bit about the game you're developing here.
I'm developing a game called Belly Bumpers. It's a game where your belly size matters the most. The bigger your belly, the stronger you are.
And what kind of game is it? It's a party game, right?
Yeah, it's a 2 to 8 player party game, local and online multiplayer.
Perfect. And does it have a release window, release date yet, or is it just still...
We're thinking early next year, 2025.
Early 2025, and for those of you in my channel who like Mario Party, this game is right up your alley. It's a lot of fun. I played it with Trish and a bunch of my friends. It was a great time. Thank you for letting us play, and I can't wait to hear more about this game release.
Sure thing, yeah.
So yeah, Belly Bumpers looks really promising. I hope we get to see a little bit more on it. Information on this game is very scarce. There's not many trailers, not much gameplay, but I do think that if this is one that really gets a lot of build-up, a lot of hype, I would love to play this on the channel and get other content creators in on it, because I think it could be a very, very fun one. So there you have it, guys. Those are the fun games I got to play at PAX East. There were quite a few of them. I had a lot of fun playing all of these games. If I had to pick a favorite, I think Belly Bumpers, just because I really got to play it a lot with Triss and Riders, and we just got to have a lot of fun with it. It was silly, it was goofy, it was exactly what it needed to be. So again, what do you guys think looks the most interesting in the games that I've shown you today? Let me know down in the comments down below, and I would love to hear what you all have to say. And thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff down below. And of course, hit that notification bell so that you're notified of when I upload videos. And check out the merch store. There's some cool ZakPak merch up on there for you to check out. And until next time, you guys, I'll see you in the next video.